Hi everybody, I'm Tommy today. Let's talk about concealer. Concealer is what we lay on after we put on our primer and foundation. Concealer is not a foundation. Concealer is a thicker formula. It's to be used to cover up problem areas. And so because it's thicker, you don't want to use it like a foundation by putting it all over your face because it'll get super cakey and it'll settle into your fine lines. Concealer is what I use under my eyes to create a much more brightening effect on my face. Makes me look more glowy, makes me look more awake, which is incredibly important to me because I'm perpetually exhausted from being an adult. You can also wear concealer just alone on your face, right? So instead of wearing the foundation, if you just want to use a little bit of concealer to cover up a pimple or to cover up the darkness under your eyes or eye bags or whatever, then you can do that too, by all means. Concealer is just a fantastic tool to use to conceal those problem areas. Now, I know there are some people that put concealer up their nose and way up on their forehead because it'll add that brightening effect, or on their chin it'll brighten that whole part of your face. I don't do that because I have an uneven texture up here, and I've noticed if I put concealer up there, rather than making it look bright, it just calls attention to that uneven texture. So we just kind of let that hide in shame where it belongs. After you're done putting on your concealer, you're going to want to put on your setting powder. Setting powder is just a magic formula. Setting powder is used to help blur fine lines. It helps lock your concealer and your foundation into place so it lasts longer and looks better and stays put where you want it. There are two ways to put on setting powder. You can either just take a brush and swipe it on, or you can bake your concealer on. So baking is a more advanced technique to further blur the lines and just make it look more airbrushed and pretty. It's super easy too. I'll show you how to do it. So you take your setting powder. I'm using Ciate London, and I put it in the lid here. You take the flat side of your beauty sponge, dip it in, tap it out, and just tap that powder on right underneath your eyes. Now, you can also put it after you're done contouring, which we'll talk about in another episode. You can put it right below where you contour to make your contour lines look more sharp. I just do it for my under eyes right now because that's the routine that I've gotten used to. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to let it sit there for several minutes. And while it's sitting there, I usually do my eyebrows at this point. But we're going to sit here for a couple minutes and just let it bake on. Alright, you guys. I think I've let it set for long enough. So all you do is just take a brush and just swipe it away, gently blending it into your skin. And there you go. Those creases are stuck there. There's not anything you're going to be able to do about it. The crease is just there for the day. Honestly, no one cares. No one looks that close at you, and if they're really going to like criticize you because you have a little bit of a crease there, just tell them to mind their business, okay? Okay. Alright, everybody. That's all the time that I have for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any other tips, tricks, or things that you want to talk about or learn about, please drop a comment in the comment section below, and we'll talk about that. Thank you so much for watching. Have a fantastic rest of your day. I'm Tommy today. We'll see you next time.